this is me, Glam Today, and I'm coming to you today with a segment on relationships, and this is called Winning Relationships and the Keys to It. So I've been married for quite a while, and these are things I've learned in watching a successful marriage, my parents, and just being part of a successful relationship and marriage myself. And these are just some tips I've learned. So I'd like to share them with my YouTube family. Number one, before there's a relationship, there is attraction. So before any relationship starts, there's a physical attraction. So I noticed what some people do after they've been married a while, like whatever they did to meet their spouse or get their spouse, then all of that changes, such as, the clothing, keeping up with the current trends and such, and keeping your hair done and your nails, and, whatever was really important to you as far as when you were dating and when you first got married, I would suggest keep that going because that was part of the attraction to help you find a perfect mate or spouse for your marriage. So I would say keep whatever you did to attract him, keep that going. Number two, conversate conversation. Don't stop the dialogue as far as communicating with your husband or your spouse. Communication is so very important. I believe that's one of the reasons a lot of marriages end in divorce as far as the communication. Um, one spouse is thinking, oh, everything's going fine, and then the other spouse is like, no, I want out of this. Well, it wouldn't be any room to, no one is left in the dark if you communicate. And that's just a good relationship anyway. I would like to know, I love to know what my husband is thinking and, how his day was, what's going on. So that's just a part of a relationship. And I know we all get caught up in day-to-day activities, but just don't forget to ask something as simple as how your day was, and don't just leave it at that. Ask more, more specific questions like, what happened exciting in your day, or what was different about your day today? What did you do different today than you normally do? Did anything special happen? Just questions like that that would lead to more of a dialogue between you and your spouse. Number three, know what's important to your spouse. And I would say this is my number one tip to a successful marriage and relationship. I would say that because if you know what's important to your husband, like what's important to my husband, he loves having clean linens on the bed. So, with that being said, I know that's important to him. So, sometimes twice a week, there are clean linens on the bed because that's important to him. And with knowing that's important to him, that's I'm not going out of my way to do that. I like him happy, just like he likes me happy. So, that's very important in a relationship. Sometimes it's not all about the big items like, me, because he loves polos. So, he's overjoyed anytime I go buy him a brand new Big Pony polo. But it's not always about like spending a lot of money. Sometimes it's just the simple things. But if you know what's important to your husband or your spouse, then that helps a relationship further itself and be very successful. And anyway, marriage is a partnership, and I'm glad to be a part of this perfect union that I'm in. And number four, every battle is not worth the fight. With that being said, I know, in any relationship, you're going to have discussions or things that you will need to discuss further. Well, I mean, you can't argue about. Some things just aren't worth it. Some things you can overlook or just ignore to keep the peace. And my husband is the type, he doesn't like arguing anyway. And, I'm learning this because I tend to, um, this is probably number 5 or 6, but I'll go ahead and get into it now. I tend to, when the few times that we have discussions, instead of me just staying focused on whatever I'm trying to get, the point I'm trying to get across at the moment, I'll go back to day one instead of just staying focused. So, that's one thing I'm learning, that, you know, just stay focused on one thing and don't bring up the past issues because you've already taken care of the past issues. Well, I'm going to end this video right now, and I will be back with another part of this segment. And this is the winning keys to a successful relationship. Thank you, YouTube, and y'all have a good evening. This is Glam Today. Toodles.